Hi, it's Lori, the armchair chef. I am sitting here going through the yarn I have in my apartment, looking at what I have to do this challenge with Shannon because I have to find smaller yarns. Now, usually I get small yarns and I give them away because it takes so long to get a project done. I've just never been interested in doing it. I tried doing an amigurumi basket and I made a taco. I mean, that's how bored I get with taking a long time to do something. So I was looking at patterns, and the first yarn I pulled out, let me show you. First yarn I pulled out that I said, oh, that would be really pretty, is I have this Baracco Vivo. Very pretty. It's a 3 made in Italy, but I only have 2 balls. So I only have 617 yards. And what I wanted to make, I've never made before. I never made myself like a summer top that's I can wear over my camisoles. So I don't, not just wearing a camisole, that I can wear it under, the crochet top. So it doesn't have to be completely closed, so it can be open. I'm gonna have something on under it. But I don't know. Could I do like, say, a front panel and a back panel? It says it takes a 4mm crochet hook, 300 yards in each one. See, one's a front panel, one's a back. I guess I could do one, but I don't want to waste time experimenting when I could be working on a project, because I did see a pattern for a mitered granny, and you just keep going till it's as big as you want, because it goes out at a diagonal. So you just stop when you get to where you want. I could do one of these and just stop and see how big it is, but I really don't want to waste time right now. Okay, that was one option. Then I said, well, let me stop at Michael's on the way home and see what kind of cotton, because I'm thinking cotton for a top, right? So Michael's doesn't have a really big stuff right now, but they have a sale. They have one thing's 50% off regular price. And then they had some stuff on sale. They had some yarn on sale, and I almost got it. It was an ombre, but I think it was spun. It was a spun ombre, but it was like a gray, and then there was 4. I got 4 of them. They didn't have a lot of colors. And then I saw the skinny cakes. I thought, oh, skinny cakes. I had these and I gave them away. I didn't use them. This is a 3. Okay. It says use a 4mm crochet hook, which is less than what I would go. I would go no less than a 5. And so this, I thought, well, okay, let me get this. It's in neutral color, so I could wear anything I want under it. And so I did get 2 of them, so I could do the front and the back starting at the same point. And I think I tried to get the middle the same. These were the 2 that were the closest, that I could color control it so that I can start on the, like, say, the top down and have the same colors on both sides. So that was my other thing that I thought. And then I went through my yarn in my room. Now I do have some yarn here that I have gotten from shopping. I clicked something here. Okay. I do have some yarn here that I've gotten from shopping. Remember when I got all those mystery bags? Well, I got some of these. This says it's a sport weight. It's 2. And I asked my Echo device what a C hook is, and says it's 2.5. Now I'm thinking, well, this is really going to take a long time. I read somebody in the comments mentioned they put 2 of these together, because Shannon showed a picture of hers. And I thought, well, I guess that a 2 and a 2 is a 4, but a 4mm. But for 875 on one cake, yeah, that's a little teeny tiny one. But I also have 4 of this color, so I could do 2 together and do a front and a back. That could be an option. So do you think putting 2 of these together would make it a 4, and then it wouldn't qualify for being thin weight, because it would be awkward probably to crochet 2 together, just saying. But also that gives Shannon the option of bulking up her thinner weight. She could take a couple of those 5s and make a bulkier yarn out of it. She can take some 4s and do triple strands and make a bigger yarn out of it. She has options. Now, I didn't want to have to go out and buy yarn. So I was looking, and remember, I just put all my yarn in storage. So I'm sure I have a lot of yarn there. But this stuff, the only thing I bought were these skinny cakes. All this I have. So, but I also have this colors. And I'm not wanting to make it too complicated for myself. And Shannon could do the same thing. I'm kind of wanting to do, because I've never done a top like that before, just to like do the front panel and the back panel and sew them together. But I'd like to make it a pretty one, pretty stitch, not just doubles or, I've been looking. There's some people out there with really pretty stuff. And Darla, Crystal, Let's Crochet. There's some really pretty stuff out there, and I've saved a few of them to that I probably will do, where it's not just one stitch, that you're doing rows. And then I have 2 of these that are the white with the green and the brown, right? Brown and green. So this could be like a front and a back, but would it be too thin? I don't know. So if I started thinking, if Shannon, since I wanted to do thin yarn, and her goal is to use, well, my goal for her is to use large yarn. If she does a 5, then I'll do 3. But if she goes up to a 6, then I'll go down to a 2. I think that would make it more equitable. And I have yarns that I can use. Now I do have this one that's in a 3, and I have 10 of these, but it's a gradient marl, and it does say 3, and use a size E hook. So that's a thinner hook. So that would qualify. It's pretty. Now I would not want this to be really thick and heavy in the summer, but this would be pretty to do a front and a back top. So I guess something like this I could use if she decides to do a 5, but if she decides to do a 6, then I might have to go with something thinner. This is probably the thinnest thing I have right now that I have the most of. This is a 2, other than these stringy ones. And it says high technology angel, Himalaya angel. High technology, 64% wool type, 64% wool type acrylic. Hello, does that mean it's just rough acrylic? Polyamide nylon. And yeah, I haven't felt it, so it's very possible it's just rough acrylic. I don't know. But this says it's a 2, and I could even just combine that with this gold one and we'll work those 2 together, because this is very thin. This is like a this is the date night from Lion Brand, and that's very thin, and that would look really pretty with this. And I probably would have enough to do a front and a back top with that. It'd be very pretty. So yeah, that's an option. But I was mentioning to somebody on the coconut cakes, and I found I have my coconut cakes here, so I thought I'd bring them out and show them to you, because somebody said they hadn't seen them, they hadn't heard of it. Well, they're on sale right now at Michael's for $5.99. Let's see, it's regular. What does it say on here what the regular price is? I don't know, but it says 3 balls will make that scarf. See, it's got this little texture on it that sort of sticks out. It's strands. It's not a fuzz. It's like strands of the yarn. And it says to use a 5 millimeter. Well, 5 millimeter is not a thin weight. Is that only because it has the, I mean, because this does not look thick to me. This looks like a 3. This looks like I could consider it a 3, but I wouldn't want to be thought of being a cheater, because this has 481 yards, which means it's a thin yarn if there's 400 yards on this ball, which that's math. And when I bought them color coordinating. See, I bought the cream, and then I bought the brown with the blue, and then I bought the blue. Or the brown, and then I bought some brown with blue. So these could all be used together in a way. I mean, if I wanted to do like start with one, do the next one, and then switch to the other one, that'd be very cool. That would look very pretty if I combined them, but then that wouldn't be a thin yarn for this project anyway. But another project, I thought that might be kind of cool. So I would like your input. I haven't spoken with Shannon yet because she was out running around errands today and I fell asleep. So I got up and then I saw her video where she's thinking about what she's doing. So I thought, well, you know what? Let me drag my stuff out and see what you guys think. If I would have to use one of these, and then she would have to use a 6. But, I don't know if it's fair to make her buy yarn. I have yarn already. I don't know. I maybe she has some 4s. She could combine some 4s. I'm sure she has more 4s than she has big stuff. I hate her to buy yarn for the project. So let me know what you think. Or do you think I have enough in this cotton to make a decent front and back, and just give it a shot and try it? Just do the mitered one and see how big it'll go on one side, because then I have to do the other side too. So it's 317 yards and made in Italy, because it's would make a gorgeous top. I really was liked it, but I don't have any more of this. So, okay, that's what I wanted to talk about, my thought process and how I'm thinking about it. And just so you know, your local post office is having their Stamp Out Hunger food drive tomorrow. So if you go through your cupboards tonight, grab a few cans of food, things that are in there that haven't expired yet. Leave it out for your mailman wherever they drop off your mail. If you have a cluster box or if you have your front porch, they're picking those up and bringing them back to the station. And the Stamp Out Hunger people are going to come and pick up all that food and take it to the food pantries to feed people. You can share this information on your channels, on your community page. Let everybody know that Saturday is Stamp Out Hunger Day. Give your mailman some food, not to eat, but to bring back to the station to share with other families that need food. So you go do that. That's my PSA for the day. And a lot of places didn't get marketing materials. We didn't get as many marketing materials as we should have. Let me know what you think in the comments. You saw what Shannon is deciding on doing. What do you think that I should do? Which one do you think I should use? Okay. Oh, wrong clicker. Okay. I'm going to go. And thanks for watching. And go support Shannon too. Don't just be Team Lori.